Folks, drama bin drama, Arab drama, ole drama, Sheikh drama, zote pamoja. The gloves are off, and at the send-off of the Machakos senator, who passed on under mysterious circumstances recently. That funeral held a few hours ago. Both sides of the political divide took on each other and completely ignored the grieving family. On the solemn occasion, supposed to give honor to a departed colleague, turned out into an all-out political war concerning the BBI politics, and 2022 succession politics. Wow! But in the view of many, the highlight, and some say what triggered the whole political contest at the funeral, was the speech given by former Nairobi governor Mike Sonko. In my view, the speech by Sonko no, let me not say anything for now. But I'm going to analyze it fully, not in one video, but in 2 videos. Not because I like doing 2 videos, but because that speech has some serious political ramifications going forward. And the tremors of it will be felt in Kenyan politics for some time. My view. But before we go into all that, please allow me a few minutes to express my gratitude, very sincere gratitude and gratefulness to a group of Kenyans I believe are nothing short of heroes and heroines of a better Kenya. And I will tell you in a minute who I'm talking about. You see, to get information, you first of all need to know exactly what you're looking for and where to look for it. That is the easy part. And many times, experience is a great help when it comes to that particular department. However, the donkey work is persistence and patience. And that's the real secret why this channel has continued to surprise many. And that critical part of getting quality information that gives a true picture of a political situation is naturally very expensive. Mostly because you need to keep on following up on something without anything to show for it and without any opportunity to generate a return, because you've not gotten it yet. And that's why it becomes so expensive. And it would not have been possible without a small group of very dedicated Kenyans, most of them subscribers to my weekly intelligence briefings and Club 1999, who support this channel twice a year in July and in December. And I'd like to publicly thank them again. I wish I was able to mention their names on this channel. One of them, a great Kenyan, supports this channel every month without fail. God bless all of you abundantly. Mubarikiwe mpaka mshangae. Now, I'd already praised these great Kenyans in my latest weekly intelligence briefings number 42, which is out. But I felt that was not enough. And even now I feel what I've done is not enough. Anyway, asanteni sana. And I promise you, I will not let you down. I rededicate myself to producing even better quality information and analysis on this channel. Folks, if you're one of those people who come on this channel and are delighted by what you get, then it is good that today you know the real heroes, heroines, people behind it all. Anyway, let's get on with today's business. Yeah, because it's very packed. Oh yes. What exactly did Mike Sonko, former governor of Nairobi, say at the funeral of Machakos Senator Boniface Kabaka? What exactly did he say that I seem to be making such a fuss over? Now, just before I came in to make this recording, I read a few newspaper reports on this event, and they did not come anywhere near doing justice to what was said. So a good place to start is for us to hear for ourselves the critical parts of Mike Sonko's speech, ile ambayo ilichokoza maneno. Oh yes. Now of course we are not a reporting channel. You get all your news from somewhere else. But allow me just a few minutes to play for you the audio of exactly what Mike Sonko said that I think is moto kama pasi. Listen in. I'll be back with my bombshell analysis shortly.
Ingine mimi ningependa kusema, najua maseneta wengi hapa ni waoga, hawezi ongea haki na ukweli. But mimi sababu siogopi, mimi nitaongea ukweli. Mimi ningependa kusema hivi, ndugu zetu members of the fourth estate media, Wakenya wote kwa social media, ile propaganda mlikuwa mmeweka around kifo cha ndugu yetu, sasa amekufa. Na kama alikuwa mheshimu, mimi naomba tafadhali mheshimu familia. Mheshimu mamake Kabaka, bibi zake na watoto wake. Hiyo propaganda ya upuzi, mimi najua Kabaka, we were very close. Na hii mambo si ya kwanza kufanyika. Tumepoteza seneta watatu sasa. Kajwang, Makueni, Mutula Kilonzo senior na Kabaka. Mwanaweka tu propaganda. Tunajua nini inafanyika. Tunajua kazi ya state machinery. Kabaka kabla ya kifo chake alikuwa na shida na watu wa deep state na makatels wa system, kwa sababu alikuwa anatetea watu wa Machakos kwa shamba ambao walikuwa wananyang'anywa pale ya River. Wewe ngoja, hakuna mtu ataongea maneno tena. Na mimi nilivyojua Kabaka ni wakili senior msomi, hawezi shikwa na hizo propaganda nne mnamwokelea. Ati 4 tablets ameshikwa nazo. Tunajua nini mlifanya. Na viongozi, wacha niwaambie, mkiendelea kunyamaza, next itakuwa ni wewe. Tunataka uchunguzi ifanywe. Ile mwanamke aliachiliwa aandike statement, family ikuwa na lawyer wake, na nitalipa huyo lawyer tujue kifo cha marehemu kilitokana na nini. Hatuwezi kwa kila saa tunapoteza senator akipigania haki za kikatiba, mnamwokelea ati Viagra. Tunajua nini mnafanya. Hiyo ni propaganda ku divert attention. Mkishapoteza watu mnaweka ati Viagra ndio mtu adisoniwe na community na hiyo hatutakubali. Tunataka kifo cha marehemu kichunguzwe. Marehemu haja kufa na ile mambo ambayo mlimwekelea. Angalieni clips nimeweka kwa social media leo. Alikuwa na shida na Kibicho na system na watu walikuwa karibu ya rais. Na pia marehemu, mimi sina ubaya, pia marehemu mjue alijua atakufa. Marehemu aliongea, mimi siogopi kufa, mmeanza kunitisha. Kwa nini hiyo mambo media muongei? Kwa nini aongee atakufa alafu akufe? Kwa hivyo mimi sina uchungu hati ya kuimpichiwa. That is normal part of life. Sawa sawa. there is life after politics, lakini tunataka ukweli, uchunguzaji uanze kwa sababu ya kifo cha marehemu. Na ninyi maseneta msiogope ati order from above. Order from above. Mufanye kazi kulingana na katiba ya Kenya. Waiguru ile makosa alifanya mlimsamehea. Mimi kwa sababu defend na kuprotect constitution mmenipeleka nyumbani. Ati mmepigiwa simu order from above, order from above. Mwenyezi Mungu atawasamehea kama mlinidhulumu. But kama mmepatikana na hatia, basi mimi nimekubali. Hapana, hatuwezi tukana maseneta, ni watu wameheshimiwa. Hiyo ushenzi ni yako na watu wenu. Hapana, hiyo matusi hatuwezi na hiyo. Kwa hivyo mimi sitaki kuongea mengi. Niko pamoja na familia. Asanteni sana.
Did this man come out with both barrels of his gun firing or what? Anyway, that is not even all that Sonko said. Yeah, and the rest of what he said, I will deal with in a separate video. Look out for it. Now, the late Machakos Senator Boniface Kabaka was not even a member of the Wiper Party. He belonged to a party called, actually, a little known party called Chama cha Uzalendo. And I guess that is why he did not have many opportunities to come into the limelight, to attract the attention of Kenyans. And it is because of this reason that he has become much more famous in death than he was when he was alive. And especially because of the circumstances surrounding the events that led to his death. Now, on December 4th this year, Senator Kabaka collapsed at a hotel in the Kilimani area in Nairobi, known as the D3 Hotel. And he was with a woman, a teacher in Wote, which is in Makwene, called Mrs. Esther Nthenya Muli. Now, Makwene, of course, is not in Machakos. Makwene is a separate neighboring county where Senator Mutula Jr. is senator, where he comes from. And Esther Nthenya Muli was arrested immediately, on suspicion that she may have had something to do with the senator suddenly collapsing. She was later released, and police said it had been confirmed that she was not linked in any way to the sudden collapse of Senator Kabaka. There's no evidence of poisoning or any inducement by anybody, let alone Esther Nthenya Muli. After he collapsed, the senator was rushed to Nairobi Hospital, where he was taken straight into intensive care unit. We were also told that surgery was done on him. But unfortunately, on 11th December, on the eve of our Jamhuri Day, the senator passed on. Those are the facts. And for those who did not know, you now understand what Sonko was talking about when he mentioned 4 tablets and Viagra, etc., etc. It is also worth noting that various personalities, prominent politicians from Ukambani, strongly and vigorously defended Esther Nthenya Muli. And they said she can't hurt a fly. She can't have been involved in any way in what happened to the late senator. And they released this statement when she was in police custody, before the police had passed their verdict. Now, according to Machakos Governor Alfred Mutua, the senator passed on from a stroke, arising from a blood clot that had been bothering him for quite a while. Governor Mutua tells us that the late Kabaka was a legal counsel of the Machakos County government for quite a while before he became senator in 2017. And therefore, this is a person he knew very well. Now that we have the background, on to what Sonko said. Now let us remember that Sonko is for all intents and purposes an insider who has recently been pushed out. Now, when you're an insider, naturally you will have access to information that outsiders, including journalists and even investigative journalists, do not have. But as a politician, a governor, you cannot release this information. Yeah, because you have to survive politically. You have to survive by getting political support to push through your agenda and even to survive in your office. And therefore, the less you say, the better. Yeah, it's prudent not to say anything. Now, the huge problem is that Mike Sonko is no longer governor of Nairobi. He no longer holds political office. And to make matters worse, he has got a lot of scores to settle. And it seems that top on his list of people to sort out are the deep state. Now, we also know that Sonko has no love lost for a man called Karanja Kibicho, who is the PS internal. And that is the particular docket in government that houses the deep state. And the state machinery that Sonko is talking about. Now, don't get confused. In a previous video a few months ago, I explained in great detail what the deep state is in any country in the world. I even gave an example of a deep state in a family. Oh yes, I'll include a link to that video in the description area below of this video on YouTube. So take it in case you're confused. But my big point here is that when you understand what the deep state is, then you know that nobody can win a war against the deep state. It is highly, highly unlikely that you will ever win a war you're playing out in the open politically against the deep state. Ngumu sana. Virtually impossible. And that is why, in my view, with all due respect to Sonko, he is not thinking. He is definitely not thinking straight. Of course, I also realize I'm busting some people's bubble. Because this man has given us very juicy information. However, even in your excitement, I urge you to step back and look at the bigger picture. It is also worth noting that Mike Sonko has clearly been very uncomfortable operating within the boundaries of being a powerful Nairobi politician. He was not able to be himself. But today, at the funeral of Senator Kabaka, he did not have anything holding him back. And he seemed to me like a fish that had just returned to water. He was operating in the environment where he thrives and where he is most comfortable. Able to say what he wants, what he feels like saying, without worrying about any protocols he has to observe or any political favors he's waiting for that may be harmed in his duties as a governor. In other words, this is Sonko unleashed. Or bila kizungu mingi, this is Sonko, the loose cannon. And you can be sure that there are very many powerful people within Kenya who are extremely worried and very jittery that Sonko is out there singing, if I can put it like that. Folks, Sonko is clearly at war. And you know the mindset of somebody who has gone to war. Yeah, they are fully aware of the possible consequences. But then they brace themselves not to care and simply to push forward with the objective, no matter what happens. In my opinion, this is high wire drama that cannot end well. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.